We've come from far and wide to contest this title here in Ellenbrook. And we love to thank you, the fans, for being a part of this. This is your 17 starters in the SSA Modified Sedan WA title. And they are coming out of turn number 4 right at you. 4 wide. Luke Fraser and Joel Berkley will bring us to the green. The SSA Modified Sedan State title is green.
The 44th running of this event is underway. And Luke Fraser and Joel Berkley, the two Falcons who occupy the front row, will lead us through turns 1 and 2. There's Macaulay further back at a bit of a moment and falls back to 5th place. And car 1 has the lead momentarily. A big dive bomb from Luke Fraser in turn number 3. And the 15 Falcon will lead the first of 40 circulations here at Ellenbrook.
Still a massive undertaking for the remaining 39 laps, as there's one driver that's definitely sounding like it's not running on all 6 cylinders, as Mitch Colleen has had a great start, already up to 3rd place, getting by Shane Britton as Berkley's trying the top side, but Luke Fraser has it spot on the bottom of the racetrack. 2 complete with the 15 in front.
Yeah, the 15 Ford Falcon, he led the national final at Albany last Easter for a long way. He leads the state final in 2024 here at Ellenbrook. And Joel Berkley has got designs on working the top shelf of the Ellenbrook Speedway, just like he did in the production sedan national title here just over 12 months ago, where he come from a long way back to finish in 3rd place. Brandon Fraser working his way forward. He's on the bottom side of the racetrack and is now in 4th place as the 2020 WA champion. Shane Britton, another former state champion, fighting back on the outside. But the two Falcons that have been the class of the field this weekend run 1-2 at the front of the field with 4 laps completed of 40.
Smalley, you wanted someone at the middle of the racetrack to be running to the top side, and that is Mike Canera, who's already up to 9th position. What a run from the 27 machine. He's gone up through the field and gotten by car number 6 of Paul Stevens, but we're still locked together between Fraser and Berkley out in front. A great old scrap between 2 of the young guns of Speedway racing. Berkley has been committed to the top side of the track, while Luke Fraser has found homage with that infield curbing as they've dropped away from Mitch Colleen, as Brendan Fraser in car number 2 is now starting to put the pressure on. He's been able to get by Shane Britton for P4.
Yeah, great battle for 4th and 5th place, as Kevin Elliman's going to limp to 31 to the infield. So his race is over on lap number 5, and it's a great battle, worth the price of admission between those two former state champions for 4th and 5th place. And I don't want to put the kiss of death on Mitch Colleen, but I reckon the Falcon was on 5 cylinders the last time around as he comes into the front straight. Sounds like it's in distress. Peter Fraser is back there in 7th place behind Lindsay Macaulay, but the two Falcons of Luke Fraser and Joel Berkley have scooted away from the rest of the field, as Berkley again persisting with the top side of the Ellenbrook Speedway with 8 laps ran.
I don't think Berkley's found a cushion he hasn't loved at the moment, as those two drivers have been the pick of the bunch, and they are out to a 3-second advantage over Colleen, who is just trying his best to hold everyone at bay. He's got 4 cars right behind him, but see how quickly that Brendan Fraser and Shane Britton have been able to catch them. But we'll go back to our battle for the race leaders. Lap competitors are getting very closely, and Joel Berkley has found the bottom side of Luke Fraser. There'll be a drag race along the back straight at the moment between the 15 and the 1. Berkley's playing havoc with him at the moment. He's trying over, he's trying under, but everything that Berkley has had, Fraser's had the answer for.
Yeah, great scrap for the race lead in this WA State final, the last one of the season for Speedway Sedans WA, and the Queenslander, who became the first interstate driver to win this event just over 12 months ago down in Esperance, is looking to join Kaya Bright, Mick Johnson, Greg Freeman, Daryl Thompson as back-to-back winners of the WA Modified Sedan State title. Shane Britton is 3/4 track high. He's out in the loose stuff trying to find a way past Mitch Colleen as they battle for that restart that Morgan Melvin was talking about, that Brandon Fraser was going to need. And Mick Reynolds, it was, that has come to grief. Not sure what happened to the 13. He's having his own scrap with Aaron Hancock.
4.29. But Brendan Fraser isn't that far back as there. You can see that is the wall mark. As
first of his 2 national titles at Albany last year, managed to find a way past Luke Fraser in the concluding stages. Can Luke Fraser hold on in 2024 and bag his first state title victory in modified sedans? Joel Berkley, and all of a sudden, as Morgan has alluded to, the 2020 WA champion, the brother of Luke, our race leader, Brandon Fraser, comes in the mix, as does the 88 of Shane Britton, and Mitch Colleen still continuing on with the Ford Falcon that's not running on all cylinders as he holds off Peter Fraser, the father of both Luke and Brandon, who sit first and third in this main event for modified sedans, which will have 24 laps remaining next time around. And Luke Fraser, I think you're going to be hard pressed to get him off the pole line. He just wants to circulate on the bottom side of the racetrack in this state final, Morgan, that has 24 laps remaining. And look at that battle for fourth on back behind Shane Britton.
I think this may be a rubber game now, Smalley, as everyone has manned themselves onto the bottom side of the racetrack, as we'll lose Aaron Hancock in car number 10. But the 2 cars out in front just both did their quickest lap of the races. They're all on the bottom side of the racetrack. The only one that's not there is Shane Britton, and you just saw him lose the position to Mitch Colleen, who's right on the bottom side of the racetrack, probably having a car that's not running on all cylinders, maybe a helping hand for car number 4. As I say that, Peter Fraser just scoots to the inside of him, but Shane Britton is not going to die wondering with that top side of the racetrack. He tried his best to get the better of Colleen. In the end, that time around, car number 4 still holds on, but Peter Fraser now
harassing the back bumper of the 15 of Luke Fraser as they head past a great crowd in front of the RDA club rooms on this Sunday afternoon.
Smalley, I'm going to be afraid to say it. I think this may be a time battle now, as they just went into the 21 2-second brackets now, so they're getting faster and faster as they run that bottom side of the racetrack, as Colleen and Fraser are still going at it. Mitch Colleen is not letting go. He was trying absolutely everything, as Brendan Fraser all in his lonesome again. I thought he was going to be the driver on the attack, but Luke Fraser has definitely sewn it up at the moment in this opening half of our SSA Modified Sedan WA title. Berkley may have to reassess on his attack route, but Fraser has left the door ajar. There was almost enough for Berkley to have a sniff. He'll try it one more time, as we'll go this time around. 16 laps remaining, and we'll lose Mike Kinnear in the 27. He'll be the next of our retirees, as we're nose to tail for the lead.
We are indeed. It's starting to get to the nail-biting stages here at Ellenbrook. 15 and a half laps to run, as Daniel Flavel's going to limp the 15 East River Tyre Service Falcon to the infield here in the front straight. So we're starting to have a few retirements as we've gone green for quite a while, and Joel Berkley is now starting to mount his challenge. 15 to run here at Ellenbrook, and the WA champion is trying to go back to back, and he is harassing Luke Fraser. Can the 15 Falcon hold off the WA number 1? This will be the big moment of this A-main. Joel Berkley closes as they enter turn number 3. The 15 Falcon, he's going to have to get off the pole line to negotiate the 92 of Shane Devonshire. They go around the outside as they enter turn number 1. Berkley tries to go underneath of Devonshire. Fraser's off the curb, and here comes the WA champion. He hits the front right in front of the club rooms. That might be the race-winning move. Fraser had to go around the outside of Berkley. He tries to come back underneath. They're side by side in the front straight, and the 15 goes back to the race lead with 9 to run here at Ellenbrook. What a great final this we've got in progress. It's a race in 2 without a stoppage, and the 15 now hits the front, takes it, wrestles it back from Joel Berkley. Morgan Melbourne, they're coming up on the lap car of Paul Stevens, and there's just 8 to run.
It's not over yet. There's 2 of them in close proximity of Fraser, and Berkley is 6/10 behind. It's all how they negotiate car number 6. It's been a race on the bottom. We just saw how much getting off that curb could really cost you, but Fraser was able to manhandle. He got tight. He got tight into turn number 4, right as he sees Stevens as well. They're right on the back bumper again of car number 6. Fraser doing the race of his life, but is it going to be enough? Berkley's got to the inside. Berkley's got the race lead yet again. Berkley's been stronger in 1 and 2, but Fraser has had the upper hand in a 3 and 4. This is right behind Stevens. Smalley take us home.
Yeah, 6 to run, and Luke Fraser needs to come up with something big in the concluding stages. Joel Berkley, I called it a few laps ago saying he might have got the race-winning move. That the second time around might be what the doctor ordered for the reigning WA champion. He's trying to join Kai Blight as the last man to successfully defend the WA Modified title, which happened 10 years ago at this very venue. Just 5 to run, and Luke Fraser is now 0.7 of a second adrift.
Said, the first driver in 10 years to go back-to-back, the Queenslander, trying to hold on to the WA Championship to keep the Tasmanian and New South Wales one to the man from Maryborough.
This will be a phenomenal result for Joel Berkley. Gets the white flag, 1 to run. He leads by 1.5 seconds back to Luke Fraser. And Peter Fraser might be on the podium for the first time in this event, back in 3rd place in the Civil Hirings Falcon. But down the back straight for the final time. He's come all the way from Queensland to defend the WA title, and he's going to do it. The Cush Clothing Falcon goes back-to-back in 2024. Luke Fraser, gallant performance this weekend to be the runner-up for the second time in his career.
They are our 5 titles run and done. And why not some celebratory burnouts? Well, at least he knows how to do that. Everything else hasn't gone the way for the one when it comes. So trying to get this running, but he does have a 1 to his name.
24 season here at Ellenbrook. As he climbs from the car, let's hear it for him. Joel Berkley in the Cush Clothing Falcon. He wants to get up on the roof. There he goes. He's absolutely delighted, as you would imagine. Successfully defends the WA title. We've had some great drivers in modified sedans in the West successfully defend this event.